Haha, let's get this party started
with the professional.
Greasy Says.
What's going on, people of Earth? It's me, Greasy. And I'm here to welcome you back to yet another episode of Greasy Says. It's a show, my show. I'm a game developer. I talk about what it's like to be brown in the gaming industry. I talk about what it's like to survive in the gaming industry as a human being. And I hope people listening will get something from it if you are like me, brown, a minority who's trying to survive in the game industry. Or if you're a white person trying to understand what it's like for your brothers and sisters out there and your theys. All right? Let's learn about each other so we can stop being assholes to each other. How about that? This is Greasy Says. That's what it's all about. This is what the show is all about. Let me tell y'all right off the bat. My wife has been making me this juice. I think juice, like proper juice, like natural juice that you make, like hippie shit, white people shit. Well, it used to be white people shit, but now everybody does it. Blending your own juices. I can't tell y'all how good this shit is. My wife, right? She got this new thing. She's been making these green juices. Back in the days, I'd look at a green juice and I'd be like, that shit look disgusting. I don't want any part of that fucking juice. Keep that juice way the fuck up. You drink that juice. I don't want it. No, I don't want it. I don't care if it's healthy. I don't want it. So I turned my nose up at green juices. My wife recently made this juice. It's got apples. It's got bananas. It's got oranges. It's got spinach. It's got ginger. It's got jalapeno. Flaxseed. I might be missing something. There might be a banana in there. And she blends that fucker up. I'm drinking it right now. She blends that fucker up. And she this is how you know you have a partner that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? She blends the shit up. She puts it in a glass lovingly and puts a cover on it. So nothing don't fall in the juice. And puts it in the fridge for your boy. That's it. That's all it takes. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in this now. I'm in this relationship fully, 100%. Not that I wasn't before, but like this kind of shit, coming into the kitchen, opening the fridge and seeing a green juice with a nice little cover on it that in your heart of hearts was made for you, was made for me. That make you feel good. That make you feel like a king. You know what I mean? That shit make you feel like, wow, I deserve to be here on this planet. Life isn't so bad. So I'm just saying do your little green juice for someone else today. I don't know what it is for you. It could be anything. It could be little motherfucker win at Street Fighter. It could be like, don't destroy that noob in Fortnite. You see him struggling with the controls. You ain't got to fucking come up behind him, do a bounce grenade, land on his head, do a backflip and hit him with a pickaxe and be an asshole. Extend a green juice to that motherfucker. Be nice. I'm just saying, green juice, 9 out of 10. My wife, 10 out of 10, right? Am I right? Fuck. Okay. Oh. Are there any sound designers out there, any audio people out there, any audio files out there? I'm sure there's got to be. I know there is. Among those audio files and audio-centric folks, are there any of you out there who have a child? All right, the circle got smaller immediately. Within that small circle, does the sound of your kid crying at 2 a.m. like kill you? Is that like the hardest sound to hear? Like, does that raise you out of your sleep in such a way like you've never experienced before? It's like no nightmare that you've experienced before. Because that's what it does to me. Like the monitor, I hate a fucking monitor, yo. As an audio person, I hate a monitor because you're waking me up to audio, which I internalize in a completely different way to your average person. And it's the worst sound I've ever heard, my kid crying. It's like a fucking torture device, man. A torture device that I willingly put next to my head every night. What are we doing? I've been dying to get rid of the baby monitor. Any other audio people who have kids feel that way? It's unbearable. Also, he's in the next room. If he starts crying, I'm gonna hear him. He's right there. And if he does cry, he might cry for a little bit, but then he'll go back to sleep. So everything's fine. Why do I need to be torturing myself? Man. Any of y'all feel like that? Reach out to me. Greasy Says on Instagram or Twitter. Or no, M-Cue on Twitter. Yeah. M-Cue on Twitter. M-Cue on Twitter. Can you tell that I'm not 100% and I'm barely hanging on again? Big surprise. I'm a fucking broken record. Yo, did you see Dave? All right, everybody knows this. Dave Chappelle got jumped on stage, tackled on stage, and his fucking security people gave that motherfucker a new forehead. They expanded that dude's body, man. Like, he takes up more real estate now. Fucking crazy. But like, I have one question and then I have an idea. Hold on, let me have some more juice. I have a question. In one of Chappelle's specials, he was like, if this bitch was gonna run up on me, I was gonna, hit her with the fucking hook or whatever. Whatever he said, it was funny about a heckler who was seemingly gonna rush the stage. Where was all that, Dave? Where was that uppercut or that right hook? No sidestep, no nothing. Maybe you got caught off guard. Maybe you was drunk. Like, if you going on last, you might be a little drunk, so your reflexes not gonna be as sharp. You might see a motherfucker come and be like, huh? Who's that? Ooh, and then it's too late. You know what I mean? I get that. Also, you might not expect it. So your guard is down. But I thought Dave was like a boxer. Yo, he would just be like, pop, 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 Hadouken. Like, he would have lit that motherfucker up. But he didn't. But his team sure did. God damn. Yeah. Oh, and then I have an idea, which is comedian the video game, right? Stand-up comedian the video game, where you have to juggle 2 jobs or 3 jobs. You have a UI that is like, here's your jokes, here's the jokes you're gonna tell, and you have to string those jokes together over a period of time. So it'd be like the setup, Rambo, continue the story, the punchline. So you have to like be away, like you're trying to write a joke in real time using this UI. At the same time, hecklers, speech bubbles are like blocking your fucking UI. Like, so you can't tell, like you're trying to tell the joke, but you can't even see what the fuck because of hecklers. And then you got motherfuckers coming up, like this dude on Chappelle, trying to tackle you, and you got fucking, right trigger, to kick them motherfuckers off the stage. Left trigger, right trigger, left. You know what I mean? Kicking motherfuckers off the stage. Who wants to make that game? Hit me up. I will help with design. I will help with sound. I will help with animation. Level whatever you want. Hit me up. We gotta make, as a community, we have to make the stand-up comedian video game. From the comedian's perspective. I know there was that one game. It was an online game, and you could be a comedian. Like, one person gets the mic, and they're the avatar on stage, and they tell jokes, and then everybody else in the chat room is the audience, and they react. But this is different. This is different because this is like there's no audience, no live audience. Okay, I'm just rambling now, but that's a good idea. Man, a lot of shit happened that I just need to talk about, so this intro is gonna be long, I guess. New Kendrick Lamar music video and song, by the way. Lyrics all day. Lyrics pon your head top. Lyrics for the children. Lyrics for the culture. But that video, woo! I mean, deep fakes. There are very impressive deep fakes that have existed for years. I just like it. I really like all the art direction that he ends up choosing, or people he goes with, or whatever. Very, very understated video production. Beautifully shot, because the shot is great. Like, the way the camera is focused is really great. And then using deepfake as part of a performance. Like, he anticipated the deepfake. That's cool, man. It's cool as fuck. Oh, and then a tragic fucking occurrence. Kevin Samuels passed away. I know some people probably don't think that's tragic. I personally do think it's tragic. That dude was, say what you will about how he would talk to people, but he was just being real as fuck. And I respect anybody who's just real as fuck. So, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, one of the realest motherfuckers, man. For real. Like him or not.
Well, a lot of shit has happened between when I recorded this and when I recorded the other stuff. There's not going to be a key this week. There's probably not even going to be a lot of music. Forgive me. Shit happens. It's a podcast. You'll live. There's a million other ones out there. Go listen to those. But yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Weed notes. It's been a while since I've done some weed notes. It does not mean I have not been getting weed. Trust me on that. But no, none of the strains have really been standing out, and none of them are making a big impression on me. Except this one. I copped it recently. I wish I had gotten more. I just got like one little 3.5 gram, jar of it or whatever. It's called Rainbow Chip. Rainbow Chip. Let me give you the fucking stats. THCA 22.4%. D9 THC is 0.43%. THCV is 0.05%. CBGA is 0.9%. CBDA is 0.07%. And CBG is 0.14. I don't know what a lot of that shit means. I know a couple of them mean. But I have been feeling this strain. I'm gonna light some up and give you the real-time effects in a second. But it's not a pungent one, right? If you trying to go to flavor country, don't book a flight to Rainbow Chip, because there's not a lot of flavor and there's not a lot of potency in like how it smells and tastes, right? The terps are like, But the effects are really great. I was looking for a strain that would help me sort of focus creatively, and get energized, And this strain is great. I got another one called Horchata from the same manufacturers. They're called Bountiful Farms. I'm not going to big them up any kind of big way because they don't fucking pay me, so I don't give a shit. But I've been digging on their stuff. Yeah, that horchata stuff, the other stuff is more for like coming down at the end of a day or just like leveling your brain, bringing your brain down. This one kind of brings me up, gets me energized. So if that's the kind of strain you're in the market for nowadays, Rainbow Chip, check it out. Let me spark some and I'll let you know how it feels in real time. I lied. The Rainbow Chip is actually a little bit terpy. It's not extreme, but it's a little bit there. It's very smooth. I'll give it that. It immediately relaxes you. Like by the second pull, you're like, oh, it's gonna be okay. Be okay. Be okay. Then it starts brightening up behind your eyes. You know that feeling? Where you could feel the glaucoma going away. You could feel some clarity come into your vision. Some focus. It's almost like HD gets turned on, that 8K. And now I'm starting to get ideas. Now my brain is starting to tick. I'm starting to think ahead to new ideas, new creative ideas. I'm not coughing because of the herb. I'm coughing because of my cold. This strain makes me want to draw. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to get a pencil out on my fucking kids' crayons or some coloring pencils and just go to town. Immediately wants me to start creating stuff. Great strain for if you're a musician, producer, artist, writer. You know what I'm saying? It gets you in that zone to put on some headphones, put on your fucking chill-fi, lo-fi, whatever the fuck playlist, and just go to town. Rainbow Chip. Highly recommend. I'm gonna take another ride around the block. Fuck it, let's go. Cause this'll get me revved up for the rest of the episode and for writing all the music and shit. Rainbow Chip. Get yourself some. On some highness shit, right? Because of course, you gotta be on some highness shit. Is there a game? Has anyone made a game about like what it's like to manufacture weed? Like, imagine you make a game. It could be real simple, almost like a isometric, overcooked style, Among Us style, that visual style, top down. And you trim the weed and you grow the weed and you have the little fertilizers that cost money. So like a farming simulator thing. And then you have like, packaging and branding, kind of like back in the day, they had this video game developer game where you would like throw math in and throw like graphics in and, these very sort of loose concepts, and the cartridge would appear and you'd release it on like PlayStation or Nintendo or whatever. And the market, you'd allocate a certain amount of money to marketing or a certain amount of money to whatever, some celebrity developer to be on your game. And that would affect how the game would sell, and that would affect how your studio's doing. So the same concept, right? But for a weed farm. Weed farm simulator. We need that shit. And then like you could put the spin on it, right? Check it out. Let me hit this again. Check the spin on it, though. The spin on it is you have a personality simulator. So you hire folks to work on your farm or work in your business, and some of them smoke weed, some of them are burnouts, some of them are like downright criminals. So you could get screwed over by like one of your growers made away with 50 pounds of herb, and that like cuts your ability to make money, and you know, that kind of stuff. Add some drama to it. Yo, it's not hard to make. It's not hard to make, y'all. Somebody get on this. I'm telling you, this rainbow chip, it gets your gears going. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so I'm going to wrap this episode pretty early this week. But I was thinking before I go, how great it is to connect people. Recently, you know, I've been talking to some heads, people looking for jobs, people looking for people to hire, you know what I mean? People wanting to find talent out there that I have access to. And I love elevating new voices, minority voices, trying to bring black and brown folks up in the gaming industry and bring them up from outside the gaming industry. Maybe you just making music, maybe you're a writer, maybe you're just an artist, you know what I mean? Not involved in games. And I love bringing those people in. And recently I had a few opportunities to do something like that. And I just want to say it makes you feel so great that I recommend everyone does it. If you in the gaming industry and you know that they looking for someone, a position, you know, maybe they're looking for a position and you know someone who may not be fully qualified and tick all the boxes and all that shit, but you just have a feeling that they would excel in that role. Yo, connect those two people. You know, even if it's not a perfect connection, it might spawn something in this person's career. It might blossom into something different. It might give them a little boost that they need when you know you might be looking for a gig, or you might be not happy with the gig you in, and just having those connections with people might lift you up, both from the newcomer's perspective and from the OG who's hiring perspective. I feel like I can't leave without at least telling you a funny story, right? I don't know how funny this particular podcast has been. So, all right, I'll tell you this funny story. It's a really embarrassing story. I have embarrassed myself quite a few times in my career. I'm surprised I'm still here, to be honest, sometimes. All right, here's a story. This one time, I was younger, and it was after a conference, like a big conference, like it was either a GDC or E3 or something big. And the company I was working with we was on top of the world, and we partying hard because we had wrapped this whole event. So we partying hard in a pool, right? Like on this roof in a pool. Shit was awesome. Music blasting, drinks flowing like crazy, big party. And I am fucking blotto. I am like faded. You know what I mean? Free drinks flowing. I've been working my ass off all week. Fly out here, blah, blah, blah. So I'm ready to fucking throw down. I got all my peoples with me. I'm having a great time. So I was faded as fuck. And a couple of people, some people I was hanging with was kind of wild ones too. And we decided, yo, let's jump in the pool. But we ain't had no, you know, we don't have no bathing suits or nothing like that. So we stripped down to just drawers. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my boxers, shitty ass boxers, because you wasn't expecting to jump in the fucking pool. So you guys got some regular ass boxers on. You know what I mean? And we all jump in the pool. A bunch of us jump in the pool. We having a blast. Blah blah blah. I'm faded as fuck. I'm like, swimming around. I pull up next to a homie. What's up, man? What's up? All right, cool. We having fun, This shit is crazy, right? I can't believe this is our lives, right? This is crazy. I got a drink in my hand and I look down into the pool, into the clear waters below. And to my shock and horror, My dick is sticking out of my underwear. You know how boxers have those, like, slots? No, not slots. It's like some of them have like a pee-pee hole. Like you could stick your pee-pee through. You know what I mean? Some of them have buttons, some of them don't. Well, this one didn't, or the button failed. I don't know what happened, but my pee-pee was out. In the pool, with all the lights on at night. Like, clearly anyone looking down would have seen my pee-pee. And I looked at the homie, and the homie, he did like one of those like, huh?
What was it? What's that over there?
You know, one of them looks where they see what you saw, and they realize that you hadn't seen what you just saw for a while, and they're like,
Nah, I ain't see nothing.
he saved me. That I appreciate that homie very much for not making me feel like shit. But I got out of the pool real quick. I like wrapped up, closed up shop. I was like, all right, I'm good. I still kept partying though. Still kept partying. I think I just put on some pants and left the wet drawers somewhere. Fucking ineffective ass drawers. And tried to act like nothing happened. Tried to save face. I don't know how many people saw my pee-pee. I don't know how many. I think about that shit on and off all the time. It's just like one of those moments. I have many moments like that where I embarrass the fuck out of myself. Maybe I'll tell you another one some other time. I hope you enjoyed that. Now the whole world knows. And actually that's better because now it's out there in the open. It's off my chest. I'm lighter. I feel lighter now. So you're welcome and thank you. Well, that's got to make you feel better about yourself, right? Nothing like hearing somebody else fuck up, seeing somebody else fuck up to make you feel better about yourself. Well, greasy people, there's another episode passing us by. I don't have any listeners' questions or anything. Some people texted me about stuff, but I don't think it was like relevant to the podcast. Maybe it was. I'll have to check. I'm kind of out of sorts at the moment. But yo, I hope you had fun. Tell your friends about Greasy Says. You know what I mean? Tell your peoples that it's the greatest podcast you ever heard about video games. And sometimes the guy tells really embarrassing stories about shit he's gone through in the gaming industry. Cringeworthy stuff. Anyway, I appreciate every single one of y'all listening, as usual. You know what I mean? I don't know. I got nothing else to say, really. So, greasy people, thanks for coming out. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, give me feedback. Subscribe, comment, give me feedback. Tell me to go fuck myself, which is not very nice. No one's done it yet, which is probably good, but someone will do it someday. And that's probably good. And until next time, it's me, Greasy. And I'm checking out with the room key.